Hi there, this is Talia the dietitian, and today I'm answering a question about what to do when your child can reach the food and gets their own food out, even though it's not time to eat because it's not in the schedule. Okay, that's had a lot of attention and a lot of people have asked me this question. So I wanted to create this video with some tips and they're not ideas. It's a boundary that we have to enforce and it can be difficult to do it. So here are some tips on how to do it. So the first thing is talking about the importance of a schedule. I do have another video that I just released not long ago that I'll link at the end and in the description about how to make a schedule that works for your family. All right, so if you haven't watched that, go check that one out after this video. So the importance of a schedule. It's really important to have a schedule. We want to ensure that children are getting hungry for a meal and that they're not constantly grazing throughout the day. And I go into more detail in the video. So that's the first thing. The next thing is, depending how old your child is, if they're, 2 to 3 or older, you can have an age-appropriate discussion with them about, I hear that you're hungry, or I hear that you're saying you're hungry, or I see that you're going to get some food out. It's actually not snack time or lunchtime. Young children don't really have a concept of time, so you probably can't say something like lunch is in half an hour. You could just say lunch is soon. I promise I'll let you know when it's lunchtime, and kind of move on from there. And, if you've got a kid that is asking you why, you could say something to the effect of, look, we have other things that we have to do during the day. We have to go shopping, or now it's time to play, or we're going for a walk, or we're going outside, or it's time to do something else. We can't eat all day, and you can even use yourself as an example. Adults don't spend their whole day eating. We do, I have a routine where I do this, that, and the other thing. But to be honest, that's probably a little too in-depth for young children. They don't need us to justify ourselves, because that can make ourselves look like we're trying to convince ourselves. When we're not convincing ourselves, we know that we need to keep to a schedule, and we're confident knowing that we need to keep to a schedule. So the way that we are confident is by keeping to that schedule, which brings me to the last tip, which is how to stop it from happening. You have to enforce that kind but firm boundary that it's not snack time, and even though you can reach the food, I'm not going to let you have it. So you need to be the physical barrier there, where you take their hand and, tell them, I can see that you're having some trouble, leaving the kitchen. I'm going to help you. And you take their hand, or you pick them up if you have to. And in the beginning, you will have some meltdowns around that. It's understandable. They're upset. Imagine if somebody was telling you you couldn't go take a nap in the middle of the day, and you really wanted to. You really want to, and you'd probably be upset if someone told you you couldn't. It's completely understandable for them to be upset, and that's their way of telling you they don't agree with you, and that's okay. We want them to tell us that they don't agree with us, but we need to continue to be confident in the decision that we're making, that we keep to a schedule. It's not snack time, and it's not lunchtime or dinner time, and that you will let them know when it is lunch or dinner time and get them involved in a different activity. And if they are not receptive to getting involved in a different activity and they just need to tell you how upset they are, let them tell you how upset they are. And if they go back to the kitchen to get something out, you take their hand, or you pick them up and be the physical barrier. Perhaps you do take them outside and let them scream as much as they need to outside to tell you that they're upset. All the while, you're confidently taking that on board as, I'm really glad you're sharing that with me, even though it's really hard, because obviously we don't love when they are screaming at us, but know that it's a positive thing. They're telling you exactly how they feel about it, and they're just getting the feelings out. And by being the confident sounding board there, yep, I hear you, but I'm still not changing my mind. Obviously, you don't say that. You say that by not giving in and letting them have a snack when it's not a snack time. And it will get easier once you've enforced that a couple of times, they will get the message that that is the boundary, and that you're confident and that you will be enforcing that boundary. So I really hope those tips have helped you. And if they have and you learned something today, let me know how that goes for you in the comments. And please subscribe to my channel and turn your notifications on so you don't miss future videos. And this is Talia the dietitian. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Here are a couple more, and remember, I'm going to be posting a new video every week, so subscribe so you don't miss them.